Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. We're gonna start on this point where we found that shad spawn the other morning. We got here earlier. It's cloud coverage this morning. I'm hoping the shad spawn's going crazy again. There were a bunch of birds when I just pulled up. I kind of spooked them. So that's a really good sign. But I've been seeing a lot of white birds on a lot of banks that I want to try. So my goal here in the next 30 minutes is try to fish as fast as I can through some of this stuff, unless I'm really getting tore up, and then kind of go to some of those spots where I've seen those birds. But there's definitely a shad spawn going on, so we need to capitalize. We need to capitalize on that shad spawn as soon as we can. Over there. That either means it's just in another spot or it might have pushed in a little bit. There's one. Just like that little guy. Okay. Came in a little bit, got one. Little tiny guad. Not really what we're looking for during the shad spawn. We're looking for them. Oh, he got out. Quick release. We're looking for them big ones. But that could be a good sign that they maybe they're moved up a little into these cuts. They do that after a while. They start on that outside stuff usually, and then they slowly start moving in, especially on windy days where they're getting beat up on the outside stuff. And we just had a bunch of rain too. That could have messed things up a little bit for sure. Could have definitely messed some things up. There's another one. See, like that. Come on. See, that was two back to back. Two back to back pretty quick, and he engulfed it too. I mean, okay. So, I mean, look how he ate that. Look how he ate that freaking swim jig. There's no doubt that he wanted that. He's not any, neither one of those have any size yet, but what I'm noticing is I come in a little bit, I'll start immediately getting bit. Didn't get bit on the outside stuff at all. Seen a little bit of shad in here. Still not nowhere near as much shad as I was seeing the other day. But it does be like that sometimes. There he is. Little better one. See, you come to the outside and you get bit again. And I didn't get bit coming in. But sometimes, you know, you start going out, rather there's more shad that moved up, the bass move up, or it's just a different angle, you know, that you come from that looks a little bit more natural. Not a big one by any means. We're not even gonna weigh them, but they're fat. They're fat because, you know, they're just feeding up on all that shad. Let's go to this next little spot that I've seen all them birds at. It's not far. Quick little run. Not seeing any bait at all. Oh, look, there it is. See what I'm saying? They're on the outside stuff. Dude, right behind me in these stick-ups. Oh my God, did I really just do that, dude? This is when you can't be doing shit like this. God dang it. Dude, I just looked behind the boat. Look, right there. Dude, as soon as it hit the water. See what I'm saying? They're on these outside stick-ups. They have shad pushed on this outside stuff, and I was just fishing on the inside stuff. I mean, as soon as it hit the water, after I get freaking off that snag kind of screwed me. There was a group of them. They might still be there. Let's see. Might need to come out a little bit and fish the outside of this this brush. Those shad will spawn on these little stick-ups all the same as they will the rock. They come up, they lay their eggs, and then they dip. So really any hard structure is what you need. Like there's a fish out there towards the top. I could probably throw a top water right now. For water. There's one. He was up shallow. I mean, this is a fun bite regardless if they're small or big, to be honest. Like in a tournament situation, you know, I'm not gonna be wasting time on these smaller fish. Like if I'm catching a bunch of small ones, you just gotta dip. But when you're fun fishing, you're just I'm trying to learn kind of get a gauge on some new water anyways today. So I'm not like trying to beat any fish up anyways, to be completely honest. I'm just trying to get a couple bites and some cuts that I normally don't fish and see what it looks like. Kind of get a better understanding of some shit that I don't normally fish. Because, you know, I try to fish, you know, a bunch of different cuts, but, you know, you always have your favorite cuts that you know produce quality fish that you're going to want to go to. I'm trying to stay away from those ones because I already know what the potential in those cuts, and I really don't want to beat up on those fish. So might as well explore some cuts that I normally don't fish or don't have the best of luck on, and see if maybe this time of year maybe it changes. Maybe I start getting a little bit lucky. They try to be the first to come up and hit that bait when they see it, because they think they're missing out. Yep, look at that first cast. I mean, first cast, y'all. Not a big one. Not a big one at all, but literally first cast with the top water. Like I was saying, if you mess up a spot where you see them blowing up and you either, you know, don't capitalize it, come back to it. Like leave it, come back to it and throw some top water. Especially a walking bait, because you're just going to get them to come up and feed. Look, another one just blew up on it. Come on, come get it. There he is. Stopped it. I paused it. Second cast in a row, y'all. I mean, they're this size, but I am not going to complain about it because it's top water all the same. Like I was saying, if I was in a tournament, I would not have the luxury to sit here and... But the thing is, you know, I'm catching these little ones. There's a reason these little ones are here, and look at the stomachs on them. Think of that. If the stomach on that little one is that fat, if you catch a big one right here, how fat do you think that fish is going to be? I think it's going to be pretty fat, if you ask me. Let's see if we can go 3 for 3. Getting these fish to come up. Let's make a run. We fished 2 spots so far. We caught a couple little ones. Nothing with any size, so we're going to make a little run. Hopefully find something with some size to it. For these fish, when that shad's pushing up over this thing to get shallow. Oh, little guy just... Just had a little guy come and swing at it. There he is. There we go, okay. It's a quality fish. Better than what we've been catching. I mean, he's not big. I thought he was bigger. Never mind. Okay, on the ledge. It's what we've been waiting for. It's only one though. We'll see if we can get a couple on this ledge real quick. That's the main reason. Dude, I've been coming to the spot just waiting. I'm like, dude, this ledge has to start producing early in the morning on top water at some point. And it really hasn't yet, and I just don't understand why not. There he is. See, like that. Cast that a little deeper off some stick ups. with some a little bit more speed. Oh, it's a little keeper. Little keeper. He's got red eyes, which with those ones that I was catching on beds the other day, I'm like, man, he could definitely be doing his thing back here. There's still some. Come on. Damn, these little fucking trees. With the bait that has a lot of drawing power, even when you miss them, you're getting to see them, so you know if they're quality fish or not. There he is. Look at that. I mean, just when you do get them to bite, they're just better fish. Like, he's not huge, but he's not small either. Just like, that's like a good quality to start with, you know? They're just coming up and smoking this wake bed, and I love it. I just love it so much. I mean, he's not huge by any means. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, he's a giant, but he's eating it, and he's eating it good too. See, look at that. I mean, look how tiny this bass is, and he came and ate it. That's what I'm talking about with this bait. Like, you can catch any size fish with it for sure, but like the quality is usually better, but you can still catch these small ones. That dude sliding me out. For the most part, when they hit this thing. Look, see another little one. Look at that. Look how aggressive these fish are being. Look how aggressive these fish are being. Little guad coming in and just smoking that thing. He hit it twice too. He missed it the first time, came back for it. Little guad, get out there. I didn't even want to mess with that sucker. All right, let's go. Caught a couple in there, so that's good, but we're gonna go into a little longer cut on the other side. See if we can catch us some good woody, you know. There's a bite on the jig, right where he should have been. Right where you should have been, you little sucker, but oh, calm down. These fish, man, they's active. Stop. Yeah, too little to be giving me that much trouble. On the jig. See, there's another one up in that little cut right there. There's one. Dude, I love that jig bite. Oh, he got off right at the boat. But God, that jig bite feels so good, man. They just feel that thing either get heavy or feel just one little solid tick. And a lot of time that's all you're gonna feel is just that little tick. You just gotta make the decision to set the hook or not. You really can fish it pretty quick. You don't have to sit there and like, you're not getting bit within the first couple pull-ups. Yep, see, dude, just a big old tick. That might be a better one. I mean, yeah, that's a decent one. Oh my God, a beautiful guad. Look at this guad. Dude, that's what I'm talking about. I just felt one single tick and then my line started running off. Look how pretty that fish is, y'all. belly on or two. A lot of times there'll be more than one up under the stuff too, so you catch one, just make another cast of it just to be sure. It's a beautiful glide. Just gotta figure out how you like. Yep, look, ticked it. Dude, they're just ticking this thing. All I'm feeling is a little dink. Not a big tick at all. I'm just feeling a tiny, tiny little tick. We're about to have us a jiggy day, boys. It's like pretty much between every one of these. Damn, they tore up this bait though. Throw it on this point fur. There it is on the point. On the jig, baby. The jig's handling business today. But all I did was compact that jig up a little bit because we went a little while without getting bit. And since I'm out of those Z crawls, I don't want it to have... That speed crawl gives it way more action. So if you cut it down just a little bit more, it kind of takes away some of that action. So it's not over. Those claws just work way more than a Z crawl on the speed crawl. Little guy. First cast with the fluke. First cast with it. Get a tiny little sucker. Dude, this is somewhere I would have wanted to come during the spawn. I mean, you can just tell by looking at everything around here that some monster spawned over here. I promise you that. Ain't no doubt in my mind. Some absolute tanks spawned over yonder. Way to find out. Make a better cast than that is how you find out, but it's alright. Nope. You want it out a little bit. Look, first cast with that little tiny finesse swim bait and we get it. And it's a decent one too. I mean, first cast with it, y'all. Dude, what the shit? Literal first cast with it. I was like, you know what? We haven't thrown something super finesse yet. And then we throw this first cast and we get our first decent one of the day. It's a 2.5. It's a long fish. Got a good gut to him. We'll take that one. Right here on this little finesse swim bait with a little kicker blade on it. Got him on the freaking glide bait, bro. Not a giant bass. Not a giant bass at all, but that was awesome. He said, what are you doing with that? Got him. Yeah, he wanted that. I seen him come from a little distance. Not a big one at all, but hey, if you can catch them that size. Oh, swim jig. Little swim jig fish. Oh. I'm gonna take that little sucker. Damn it, he took one of my damn fucking pinchers again. Bunch of little fucking like little bluegill and stuff hitting this thing. Oh look, I got one. Oh, dude, I pretty much murdered this dude. That's what's hitting my freaking lure. I had him the whole time. I was like, well, they're pretty fish, man. These fish are so pretty. Look at that sucker. He actually got hooked. A lot of them were just hitting it. All right, guys. I forgot to shoot an outro at the lake, so pretty good day. Today was mainly just to run around the lake, kind of hit some coves that I've never been to, kind of see what I'm seeing. Seen a bunch of giant tilapia. I wish I could figure out how to catch those guys. I think I'm gonna look it up tonight. I don't know if they're spawning. I think they're spawning, but some giant tilapia would be really fun to catch. And there were some big bass kind of like out in the deeper water. I just couldn't get them to bite. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hope y'all learned something.